I'll leave y'all and go make some more kids. Fuck y'all. For my well-being. Nah, don't nothing come before me. This is nature. Nature's first rule is self-preservation.
What's going on, y'all? This is gonna be a short and sweet one. It wasn't planned. I just happened to watch this video and it inspired me to do one, man. I had to put this out to y'all. Um, First of all, I want to say, man, I think thank you guys for being here with me. Please like, share, subscribe. I thank you guys for spending the time with me, even taking the time to watch the video. If you've been here for any amount of time, then you know that one of my goals was always to be a better speaker, which is why I come to you guys as much as I do. Some of my subscribers have told me that I've gotten better, the stories have gotten better, my speaking has gotten better, and I really appreciate that, guys. I'm gonna keep on going, keep on striving. But this is why I think the ability to get a point across, the ability to say exactly what you mean, exactly how you feel it, is so powerful and it's so profound. And I found that I can't do it when there have been times that I've been given the floor and they've been like, when it's my time to express the problem exactly how it's on my heart, for some reason it just don't come out right, or I get home later and I'll forget a vital point, or I'll remember a vital point and be like, damn, man, I should have said that when I was talking. Sometimes I do that with y'all. After I record the video, I'll be like, damn, I forgot to tell them about this, or I forgot to. So to be able to get your point across is, to me, very, very vital, man. It can touch someone who's not listening. I mean, someone who's listening, but someone who thought they didn't even want the message. It can touch them. It can do something. So without getting into too much, I'm gonna get into the video and then we'll talk a little bit after that.
If we ain't gonna put a hit on our baby mamas, then we can't lead. Because the mother is the first teacher. We're not. We're only important to our children if we can lead their mothers. I'm gonna say that again. We as black men, we're only important to our children if we can lead their mothers. If we can't lead their mothers seem and appear to be Superman. This my child. Can't nobody tell me what. So they go for the teacher, the preacher, CPS. The black mother rules and overrides anything when it comes to her child. This my child. Even her mother. Her own mother cannot guide her and teach her nor instruct her on what to do with her child. Not even the father. This my child. It's mine. How you go? So your value as a father, your words don't mean nothing, because guess what the mother gonna say? I don't give a damn what your daddy said. He don't run shit over her. So how can you be a superhero? Daddy is supposed to be a superhero. Meaning if daddy tell mama, I said this, you override. So if you can't override mama, how you a superhero, nigga? So that's why I'm saying, nah, homie, the black man, it's almost best for him to walk away from his children if he can't rule. It's almost best to walk away. Let that have full say so, because you don't rule. And she's the first teacher. She get to teach us the God. She get to teach us the morals. She get to teach us the values. Because you're out hunting, meaning working, providing. So you can't teach. You can't nurture. She's the first teacher. So how can you overrule her? And she don't even listen to you.
With walking away, are you saying like walk away completely, or walking away with keeping your child in mind?
No, walk away completely. F the child. If you want to be a strong man, and have a peace of mind, and you done made a baby irresponsibly with the wrong woman, it's almost best to walk away. It's almost best to walk away because you won't ever have peace.
You think that's better for the child?
I think f the child. If it ain't better for me, how can I be better for the child? I'm supposed to put the child before me? You're a lying motherfucker. Don't nobody come before me. Nobody. If I'm not right for me, how can I be right for the child? If I'm not right for me, how can I be right for the woman if I done put them before me? If I done put their feelings before mine? Do you know there was a time that the man ate before the women and the children? Nobody ate before the man of the house. Nobody. Because he risked his life to feed everybody. So why would y'all eat before him? And I went out here and hunt for this food. Fuck them kids. Make my plate. Because if I go tomorrow, who gonna go out there and wrestle that barrel? Who gonna go kill that motherfucker? Skin him. You ain't. You got to breastfeed. So who go eat before me? But they done put the kids before the man. Is you crazy? And I'm gonna put the kids before me? Is y'all crazy? I'm gonna put y'all well-being over mine. Are y'all crazy? I'll leave y'all and go make some more kids. Fuck y'all. For my well-being. Nah, don't nothing come before me. This is nature. Nature's first rule is self-preservation. And I ain't going against nature. Not for my kids, not for nobody. For nobody.
Okay, so this is what I want to say. Like I said, man, it be on point, right? I think that we think alike. I think that most men have some semblance of this sort of thinking. Most men, not all men, but a lot of men think this way. I wouldn't expect a woman to, sometimes a woman can understand this and get into it, but I wouldn't expect a woman to understand how a man is supposed to think. That's the reason why most of the time, we can't understand what the woman is going through in her reason. So that part I get. So I understand women and men not understanding each other's thinking. But this is the part that I realize. Some women might even think that this is a messed up way of thinking. You got some men might think that. Some people might think that this is a messed up way of thinking. Just some of the things that he said, just because of the way you hear it. Man, F them kids. I gonna make some more kids. No, bitch, make my plate. The kids come last. F them kids, make my plate. So when you hear this, it make you feel a certain kind of way. And the first thing that you say is, dang, that's a messed up way of thinking. But what I realize is you would only have to show that messed up way of thinking to another masculine figure, to a woman who that's not, you see what I'm saying? The only time you would have to say, look, B, I come first, you come second, then them. The only time you would have to put your foot down and show that kind of what they would call a terrible mentality is when someone is disrespecting you or not abiding, and you got to lay down the law. You know, everything you say is being challenged. No, the kids gonna eat first. No, this or just whatever. You just not the man, being the man right now. The only time you would have to bring out what they feel that is a masculine mentality is when you got to lay down the law. You got to step out and be like, all right, look, okay, F all that. Look, tell them kids to sit down and shut up. I'm going to eat, then you going to eat, then they going to eat, then we going to do this, and we going to do that, and we going to do this. You understand what I'm saying? But if everybody was in line, that part would never have to come out. And I come to that conclusion because, like I said, I think me and Charleston think alike. I agree with most of the stuff that he say. I can't even remember some of the stuff I can't remember any of the things that I've ever disagreed with. But I've been with my wife almost a decade. I've never had to. She probably wouldn't even know that I think this way. Why? Because she don't get in my way with masculinity. She stay in a feminine role. She actually puts me first. Most time when she put me first, I turn it right back around. Now y'all go ahead. You see what I'm okay. But she definitely put me first to the point that I don't have to lay down law and be like, all right, look, this is how we gonna do this. You understand what I'm saying? So I made a video a while back, a little earlier, maybe about 6 months ago, 5-6 months ago, and it was called it was called I'm Giving Up on My Son. And I got a few views on it. I got some negative feedback. And I just don't think that what I was trying to say went over correctly. I don't think it was portrayed right. And actually, the incident that happened that had caused it, I left a vital piece out of that story because of shame. Because of shame. And I'll tell y'all what it is right now. I'll tell y'all what it is right now, man. It was shame. So my license was suspended. My license was suspended due to being in non-compliance with. My license was suspended due to being in non-compliance with child support. That's for my son. And the reason why the shame is right there because automatically it makes it look like you're not handling your business and you broke. And that's not the case. Everybody got bills. Most of the time, the situation is the same for all of us, right? But I've never needed anyone to tell me to handle my bills or my obligations. A lot of times they be late. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times they be late, but I handle what I'm supposed to handle. The fact that I had to be put on the fact that I was put on child support, I know that it was just done as a revenge tactic. So I said from day one that I wasn't going to pay child support, right? And that's just been a battle that I've been fighting, and eventually you find ways to get around it because the truth of the matter is it's not against the law to be broke, right? So anyway, at that time my license had got suspended, and now again, that's the ironic part because the story is about my son. My license is suspended for child support, which would be not taking care of my son, and then this incident is about my son. Anyway, so what I didn't tell y'all is I drive an hour to go get him and then to bring him back. So for me, that's already an hour worth of risk because my license is suspended. I could go to jail if I get pulled over. So I'm taking a risk when I'm going to see him. And I'm going to get him. My license is suspended for not taking care of him, but I am taking care of him. I'm just not abiding by what she want, and she done drug me, or what she want and what they done set for me. I know I just deal with my son. So I drive 30 minutes up to get him, about 40 minutes up to get him on suspended license. I get him, we come back to the house. I do that both ways when I go and get him and when I take him home. So when I took him home, that's when we had the incident. When I took him home, we saw a little kid stealing his bike. It's a whole complex. Nobody has bikes on the front porch. All my son's bike and his sister's bike are on their front porch. We roll up while someone is taking his bike. it's just a young dude. He may be 18 or 19, so I don't rough him up. I end up catching up to him, threatening him, scaring him. And she called my phone and sent me messages like, you need to contact me, about this kid that you done jumped on up here. I catch an attitude and, I go off in a rant like, man, F it, because that's what had me nervous about the situation. It almost feels like just being me, I could get in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna be honest. It just feels like being me, I could get in a lot of trouble. Um, I'm a convicted felon, so I'm not allowed to properly protect myself, right? So that's the first scary thought. You see what I'm saying? And I'm running up on a young man who's stealing. You know, anytime I was a young man stealing, I had a weapon. So I'm a convicted felon. I'm not allowed to protect myself, but I am a father, but I got to protect myself without weapons. So we got that going on. I'm driving on suspended license to take my son home. I'm driving on suspended license to take him home and run into the incident. So when the people threaten to call the police, the first thought is in my mind is I'm a convicted felon. I don't have driver's license. I'm not supposed to have any weapons. I don't have any weapons, but I'm not supposed to have any weapons. You see what I'm saying? So when I catch this guy stealing my son's bike and someone else threatens to call the police, I already think I'm in more trouble than the little kid already, right? So that's so soon as they say they call the police, I let the little boy go. I hug my son, I haul ass back down to the house. She hit my phone like, man, you need to contact me before I tell the police. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it hit me wrong, because again, I'm attempting to do something good. You see what I'm saying? I go and get my son and take him back home in order to spend time with him, because she refuses to bring him or drop him off. She refuses to bring him or come and get him. So just for me to do that, it's a risk. You see what I'm saying? For me to go get him could take me away from my other kids and my other life, just whatever, right? And I done got into the fatherhood program, so my license is good. Just for anybody wondering, you get into the fatherhood program, they give you the license back, and so on and so forth, whatever. But this is just what's going on at the time. So I end up coming home and I get on here with y'all and I blow, man, y'all raise them. Because look how hard it is. Just for me to be a good father, I didn't damn near risk going to prison. When I roll up and see somebody stealing from y'all and my son, I'm the one that might end up in trouble for it. So that's why I say, I'm done with it. Y'all, I'm done with it. A lot of people gave me flat. A lot of people gave me slack. Like, you can't give up, man. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. But I know how I can just come home and I don't get no sleep. I got kids at home that there is no barrier with me raising these kids that I got at home. Man, I damn near got to go to prison to go and be this child's father. That's not his fault. I'm not saying that. I'm just letting you know what the situation is. I could just come back home and sit on the couch and just be daddy all day. You know what I mean? So got that situation going on, and she don't understand why I'm blowing so bad. Now my son feel disrespected because I just said, if anything happen, y'all just leave me out of it. All this stuff, and I'm a bad father anyway. All right, cool. Time go by. One day, I'm just chilling. I had to make a delivery up that way, McDonough, Georgia. So I just hit my son. Where you at? This months and months and months later. Where you at? I'm at home. I'm gonna stop by and see you for a few minutes. All right, cool. I pull up. When I pull up to the door, guess what? Guess what's in front of the door? Everybody bicycle lined up. I swear, I don't, you know what I mean? But I don't say nothing. I don't even feel no kind of way. The first thing I feel is, man, you a dumb in hell, man. When you pulled up the first time that boy was still in that bike, You should have sat in the truck and watched his ass steal that bike, man. That's what you should have did. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this is so when Charleston White say, you know, about my well-being, you know what I mean? How am I gonna be a good father to the kid? Like, okay, I understand that I made a mistake or an irresponsible mistake when I made a kid out of wedlock when I was younger. But because of that mistake now, uh the better decisions that I made, you know, had children in marriage and all that, now they don't get to experience a good father because I got to be stuck to the mistakes I made of past. And if it's not gonna, and a person be willing to do it, don't get me wrong, a person is willing to do it. But if you're gonna be shit on, if you're gonna be like, you got to risk prison, you got to, you know, all these sacrifices, and then in the end they tell you, oh man, this nigga wasn't shit anyway. My baby mama ended up telling me that she heard my son telling his friends, man, I ain't got no dad. You know what I mean? I ain't got no dad. He ain't nothing. You know what I mean? He deadbeat. You know, that kind of stuff. That ain't even a kid's or a man's word. Deadbeat. She told, and she say that she told him, don't talk about your father like that. But where would he get that from? You know, y'all can leave y'all comments. I'm welcome to them. But anybody who know me in my personal life, they know it's a couple of things about me. You know what I mean? I don't have to lie. I'm not lazy, and I love these kids. I love my children. Deadbeat. You see what I'm saying? So when I was saying the first time I'm done with the kid, it's not it's not coming from a giving up standpoint. It's just that I'm trying to let you know that I value myself too, man. I don't just want to throw my whole shit in the garbage can, and then it be for people who don't like. If I had to crash out my life for someone who's under my provision right now, that'd be different. I would do it gladly, because I know I'm gonna be, even if it's just in words, man, that you couldn't talk bad. You couldn't talk bad about me around them. I don't want to throw my life away for somebody who just gonna be like, for somebody who don't even appreciate a father. And I'm not talking about my son. I'm talking about the entire situation, him included, him, his mom, the situation. If y'all don't need a masculine figure, if they don't need a father figure, like I'm cool with that. I'm just cool with staying on my side of the fence. You know what I mean? I still want to be a father. So I go and make more kids. You know what I mean? It's just be tired of fighting. Just tired of fighting.